What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
I went to see the doctor of philosophy. Had a poster of Rasputin and a beard down to his knees. He never did marry or see a B-grade movie. He graded my performance. He said he could see through me. I've spent 4 years prostrate to the higher mind. Got my paper and I was free. And I went to the doctor, I went to the mountain, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountain. What is the actual chorus part?
Oh, closer I am to
find, yay. I missed the connector line there.
You missed
That was
it.
way too much singing. Can we do it abridged?
No.
I don't want to.
Raw.
People are going to turn it off.
Uncut. No, they wouldn't dare.
Bragg saw the Indigo Girls last night. Oh, man.
This is where this
I cried twice.
comes from. You cried twice.
It's very pure. It takes me back to being like 11 or 12 in my best friend's attic bedroom, just blasting that CD and screaming those songs.
You know what's funny?
It just is like a really, really strong nostalgia for me.
It is. It's funny. It's funny what songs or what bands rather. I guess not really become icons. Lesbian icons, these two.
Huge queer icons. It's funny, I read their Wikipedia last night, as you do after a show.
Sure.
And Amy and Emily are widely regarded as queer icons. And queer icons was a link to like another Wikipedia page.
Wait, but let me guess.
I didn't look.
You didn't get
I fell asleep. I'd already done like links like.
Why was Barbra Streisand always a queer icon? The show tunes or what? She was more gay men.
Yeah, I think there's like a performance kind of
Camp?
theater, Broadway, song and dance. But I mean, Indigo Girls are just dyed in the wool white lib lesbians,
Sure,
you know.
sure.
But they met on a playground at their elementary school.
That's beautiful.
They started a band and they played, and then they went to Emory together, and they're just legit.
I always bring it up just because it's a memorable. I remember seeing them on David Letterman many years ago at Peggy Leary. It was a family friend who loved David Letterman and would record every episode on VHS to watch just all around the clock. And I remember that performance of theirs. That's what I knew of the Indigo Girls for a long time, because I didn't really grow up listening to them. But I remember Dave being just charmed. They charmed the pants off him with their first like network television appearance, doing that song.
That's funny, because I brought that up to Michael last night, my friend who I saw the show with, and I said, have you seen that clip of them on Letterman? Because it's so wonderful. And he goes, yeah, it's so homophobic. And I was like, what? Because I was just thinking of them playing the song.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Dave was like, so you guys are you're just two women, no boyfriends, just women.
Well, I don't
So I have to go revisit.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't
there's
think I
that.
saw the interview part.
Yeah, I just remember the musical performance, and it stood out. It reminded me of I remember Cyndi Lauper Lauper.
That was weird.
Cyndi
Lauper.
Lauper back in the day on Carson, and she charmed the pants off him. And I remember that interview.
His pants
he was
were
just
off?
like his pants were off. The man's pants.
Well,
were
he's like, she's punk and crazy, and then loves.
Yes. Anyhow.
Yeah. It was great. No, and I wouldn't even say I'm like a diehard Indigo Girls fan other than really loving them a lot. Like I don't have every album. I don't know every song, but it's just this like few years in my youth.
Yes.
We sang them at camp. Just burned into my brain,
It's
my
so
heart.
nice. It's so nice to have those things come back.
It really
This
is.
is what we need at this time. Well, we're a couple of days late because we decided to stick around in the Bahamas. We were invited to Don Jr.'s wedding.
We were. We just got back.
We decided, we did. It was a whirlwind weekend, and we decided to stick around. We thought maybe Trump himself would show up late or something, but he never did.
He's known him for a long time, but he didn't come.
He didn't come. You know what's funny is I just saw a headline about James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, is going to be is inviting him to come, to the finals. Now that the Knicks are in the finals, it's to be decided as this episode drops. So I don't know when this episode will drop, but whenever it does, it might be decided by now. But it's either the Thunder or the Spurs. But the Knicks are in, and so now it's been the headlines are going around where Trump's like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to be coming to the game," which is so funny because I'm like,
he can't go to his
own son's wedding, but he immediately will jump at the.
Well, to be fair, what is this? His 8th wedding?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think you.
I don't mean that in a judgmental way, but it stops maybe having the panache.
The panache, the cachet.
Yeah,
but it's still a trip
Elan.
to the Bahamas. The what?
The Elan. I don't think he wants to go to the Bahamas.
No, he doesn't seem like a Bahama mama.
No, he can just go to Mar-a-Lago.
That's why he's trying to bring Mar-a-Lago to the ballroom, so he doesn't even have to go to Florida. Who wants to travel at all? Mm-hmm. I get it.
Right. Yeah, I think we are. It's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we can, we should try to post this today.
Let's post it today.
People were freaking out online. Where's the episode?
People were losing it, and I respect and appreciate that, and we are sorry. We have our lives to lead until we are able to completely supplement our income. We just have to
with this pod. Well, we have $4, so
we do have $4. So I mean, that's that goes a ways. Mm-hmm. Wait, what did you just say about? There was another
Trump.
No.
Indigo Girls. Queer icon.
Well, the queer icons I do want to check
Jr.
back on and see who actually made the Wikipedia
the
article.
Spurs.
No. It was. When this no, I was just thinking of when this episode drops. We did miss out on from the last episode. There's now 0 for 4 on assassination attempts. I just wanted to, while we're on
there was another one?
Trump the fourth, this guy at the...
It's not even on my radar at this point.
Well, it's not even sexy anymore. It just made me think for the ballroom and the justification for the ballroom and all that. But yeah, there was an 0 for 4, not a 3-namer. Don't even know what the name was. I'm not even
See, they don't even care anymore.
They don't even care anymore.
They don't look up their full name.
Well, he didn't even get... I mean, Trump was at the White House, but
That's what I'm saying is, are we really counting it?
Perimeter. He didn't even make it.
You're like, someone had a gun somewhere near the White House. I don't think that's an assassination attempt.
No.
I need a bullet flying nearby.
We need the ear. Again, we need more of the ear. You led with the ear. That was the problem. Now everything...
Right. We got a taste for blood.
Kind of
Allegedly.
Gave us a little taste. We're like fucking
podcasts of satire.
Man-eating sharks now. We got a little taste
Whoa,
for fake blood.
Here I come.
Watch out.
Gonna eat your ear.
Speaking of animals, there's another thing I was thinking of. Did you see this great? I think I might have sent it to you, but there's RFK JR on Dr. Oz's rooftop with the snakes.
That was very weird. People are like, wow. And I'm like, that was the messiest shit I've ever seen.
By messy, what do you mean? Picking up snakes?
He couldn't get them.
No, he couldn't wrangle them at all. No, they kept biting him.
I'm just saying.
And Cheryl's like, stop, off camera.
Rob Roush could definitely pick them up.
The snake boy.
You got to grab them behind the head, or you grab them right at the tail because they didn't look venomous. They obviously weren't because they bit his ass.
They bit him a bunch. They kept biting him.
The cocktail he's on, though.
I mean, it bounces right off.
It would kill the snakes.
They died from biting him. That was just that's the kind of content that just goes... Like, occasionally I snap out of the cycle when I'm just watching shit all day, every day.
Yeah.
Where something just stands out to me, and I'm like, if you just plucked this...
Just that.
And gave it to us 20 years ago... Not even 20, maybe even 10. Like, it just feels like the level of absurdity is fun is all. I just don't want to miss out. I don't want, it's like people talk about being present, being in the moment. I don't want to just forget these things.
I've done that at a party. I would just like to say.
Of course you have.
No, my sister and her friends were on a wine tour. And we were in I don't want to say a wine cave, but it was like a cold kind of like barn adjacent, but smaller, but cold for storage or whatever. And there's a little bar where you drink. This is like one of the places along the Oregon, Willamette Valley, wine tasting circuit. And there was a snake on the ground and everyone lost their mind. I just went over and picked it up and took it outside. And I did not look like he did. He looked like...
I wish I had video.
It was sloppy.
He was very sloppy. There were two of them, to be fair.
So?
No, I know. You v. RFK JR in a snake wrangling contest. I'll take you all day. You were at the Knox and Rattlesnake Roundup.
I've been to the Roundup.
The post-COVID years.
I went pregnant during COVID by myself to the Knox and Rattlesnake Roundup. Knoxon is a town outside of a town outside of a town, right?
Yes, in the sticks of Pennsylvania. Yes, deep rural PA.
Yeah, and they were having like snake fights, and there was something where
they have a yearly rattlesnake roundup.
Yeah, you go grab them.
In a pit. Yeah,
but then there were other activities.
Sure, it's a little.
I'm trying to remember.
It's a fair of sorts.
You get a lemonade, watch snakes.
Yep, and so and.
But I got a great mug. And I got a T-shirt.
So good. Wait, it literally says like the COVID years.
Yeah, it says
right?
the COVID years on it, which I'm like, how has that affected this event at all?
Yeah, how could it have? Did they cancel? They might have canceled the year, but this might have been the year.
Why
they do it
would
like
these don't feel like?
Why would they listen?
First of all, it's outside.
Yes.
Second of all, it didn't strike me, and I don't want to be,
Careful.
applying cliches willy-nilly, but it didn't strike me as a community that was, swept
Concerned.
up in the COVID nonsense.
Yeah, it seems like they would almost do one defiantly, have a rattlesnake roundup. But I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, being like it's not safe to be like outside with a snake. The snake has a mask on.
Snake masks?
Get that face diaper off that rattler. This is not anywhere near the South.
No, but you do that voice always for the Knox and Rattlesnake Roundup. It has a feeling of backwoods Southern vibes, like it's country fried. Speaking of masks, not those kind of masks, but mask wearing is back, baby.
Good.
The public, no, not PPE style, CIA style.
Oh, that guy on the news?
Bob Harward? What the hell's his name? Bob Harward?
That's not a real person.
No.
Was he on Fox?
He was on Fox News.
Okay, for our listeners.
Yes.
Who may not have
listened to past episodes where we ranted and raved about masks because they are. And
well, I was going to say, you don't know what algorithm they're in. Algorithm osmosis. We don't know if they're seeing the same clips.
Sure.
I just assume we are always seeing all the same ones. But there was a talking head guy on Fox News, and you could see the bottom of a very realistic rubber mask ending before his collar and sticking out. Can we link to that?
We'll link, yeah. That'll be in the receipts.
I don't know who he is or what he was saying, but it's just one of those things. I feel like they do that stuff just to make us all feel crazy and stop asking about things.
Well, that's what I wonder too, is because
who cares who that guy is?
Who cares? Well, this is why I say everything is an op in that sense, because that to me would be starting to soften, because it was so egregious and weird. And again, this guy, like, they could find somebody to rattle the sabers for this Iran war to be like, no, this is a good thing. Because
Were they just testing to see if anybody would notice?
Martin, he was a naval.
So that guy's been actually
commander.
dead. So who was playing him?
Robert Harvard.
Who was playing that guy?
I don't know who was playing him, but
who had the mask on? The
motivation is, now they claimed it was a makeup. They're like, the way the lighting hit because of the makeup. Yeah, no, I know. I don't buy that at all. Yeah, judge for yourself. We'll link it in there if you haven't seen it. But what's weird about it is just, yeah, you would say, why would they need to do that? Because in other public settings, I think they're now starting to just test. Like, if I had to guess that was purposefully they wanted people to see that. And now there is this, like, because a lot of people talked about with the Ghislaine double, like when she was giving her deposition and everything, that was not Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, they used to do it in the field, actually. Like the CIA would, in the way that we all know from Ethan Hunt and Mission Impossible, they literally, that was real, that they did that. The problem doing it, obviously, with leaders, and now you're like, AI is kind of being like, well.
Leaders are Lockheed Martin.
Our leaders of the people who were in the military and then worked for military defense contractors.
Have you heard the expression Lockheed liberals?
Lockheed liberals.
I really like it. I feel like it does a lot of work.
It's better. Yeah, it's all more specific than limousine liberals.
Basically they all have
the blue.
Well, they all have all their investments are in Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, etc. So they're
I like that.
They're never not wanting to be Warren.
That's true. That is true.
ABW, always be Warren.
Always be Warren. Well, we are still Warren. We'll never end with the Warren.
The war goes on.
Oh, the Travolta follow-up. I just wanted to follow up with Travolta's new look.
Yeah. Why are we so tired? Is it the rat shit?
Describing, I don't know.
We're both like,
you going?
I don't know. Go ahead. You want to follow up?
Just Travolta was saying the reason he did that is to look like a director.
Yeah, that clip is like everyone's losing their mind.
Very funny, very very simple. I
thought to myself, what do they wear? I know it's fun.
And I looked at old timey directors from the 30s and 40s, and I said,
yeah,
give me a beret. Well, he's also directing his daughter in a film. That's the film he's directing. His own child.
I don't know if we're calling it a film. Speaking of, I have one errata about can. It's not con. We were both saying con.
I've heard it all ways.
It's can.
It's can.
It's not can, but it's can.
Can.
Because it's CANNES.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I used to say cans, obviously, when I was young. I was like, we got great cans.
Canis.
Film festival.
No.
Canis.
It's obviously French, but it's can.
What does it mean in French?
It's a town.
Every town has a name.
Thank you. I'm like, that wasn't even Travolta. It was somebody in a mask. I don't trust now.
I know. Well, it would look like that. His look was so outrageous that it feels masky. It does.
It was giving mask.
Giving mask.
Speaking of the arts, you sent me a clip, so I don't know what this is called, but it's in Broadway production. And it looked like it was depicting Hillary and AOC.
No, it's Nancy and AOC. This is a play.
Pelosi?
This is a play. What's that?
Pelosi?
Pelosi. This is Nancy Pelosi. This is I don't know if it's a one actor. I started watching it. It's like an hour and a half long.
Okay.
It's just two actors. It's someone playing AOC.
What is it called? It's Holland Taylor.
Called N-A, like N/A. And that's supposed to be, the one woman's name is N. The other one is A. So it's like Alexandria and Nancy, but they don't.
Not applicable?
Yeah, but they're clearly they have people who kind of look like them.
They really, I definitely thought it was AOC. I just thought Hillary because it looked like the way like SNL would do Hillary.
Yes.
It was like blazer, blonde hair.
Right.
Pearl necklace. Whatever.
No, the AOC is more on point for it just looks like as soon as you see this actress, you're like, oh, that looks just like
all
AOC.
the comments on this clip were like, this is the most out of touch shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's an incredible play because I only watched the first 25 minutes.
Not play.
It's an incredible play.
Like they made a play.
Oh, sorry. I meant it's an incredible
performance.
production.
Oh, God. How dare. You watched 25 minutes
I watched 25
that?
minutes. I want to watch the whole thing.
There are not enough hours here on God's green earth for you to be giving that thing 25 minutes.
I just found it because I was I need to know what is the angle here and what is going on and why is this happening? Because
I think they're obviously love libs.
Might be a what?
It's pro lib, obvi.
Yes.
But they're like, what happens with the old libs and the new libs?
Right.
They need to come together and find common ground.
And they did.
To be boss bitches and lean in for our power girl nation. Power nation.
Girl power nation, yes.
I'm struggling.
Suits.
Power suits.
The glass ceiling. No, because Pelosi's like, you think you didn't, and she's like, you're not radical. And she's like, you don't, fine, your generation should just do something.
She's like, no,
already.
you have to give up everything your constituents hold dear to make one micro move, and then everyone needs to be.
AOC did get on board with Pelosi, though, yes? She came in.
Yeah, but they beefed a little. They beefed off.
They beefed off, and then she voted for her for speaker. She gave her the vote.
I think Nancy was like, my husband will drink
Paul will jump with
9 bottles of nippers of schnapps and drive through your family's home.
My husband, it was told this play was told from the perspective. It pulls back at the end.
My husband will send his sex slave with a hammer who lives in our basement to your house.
Yeah, it's through. He's watching through a crack in the cage in the Pelosi's basement. That's the big. No, it actually opens with AOC live streaming from Pelosi's office, and then Pelosi walks in on it and is like,
"Wait, really?"
Yes. She's like on IG Live, like right after it's set right after.
She's like, I wanted to see
won,
where
right
that crazy man on January 6th took a shit in your desk.
Yes. Let me see something. What did he wipe with? Yeah, pretty great. So
Yikes.
that's the play.
That's NA.
And they filmed it, and it's
Woof.
available to watch online. So that's why I was
it's not on Broadway? What am I?
It's off Broadway. I think it was done at like the Lincoln Center. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it looked like it like had some, because it's Holland Taylor. It's not just some like YouTube sketch.
What's Holland Taylor?
An actor?
Holland Taylor?
Holland Taylor. She's with Sarah Paulson. Dollar bill glasses.
I remember
1%.
dollar bill glasses.
They're
married
like
to her?
yeah. They're a May December PC lesbian couple in Hollywood. Hello, wake up.
She plays Nancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holland
I didn't
Taylor
know
does.
that.
But I'm like, oh, you're bringing in the big guns.
Yeah, they are. All right. So yeah, it's a production. All right.
Do you think she tears paper?
She better. Do you think she gets the kente cloth out?
The kente cloth? She's kneeling.
So far in the 25 minutes I've seen, they paint AOC kind of like a annoying buffoon.
Unhinged, yeah.
And she's very much.
She
like,
doesn't
it's a
know how to get
positive
stuff done.
Portrayal. Yeah.
It's so pathetic that she cares about
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, you have to compromise to the point where nothing means anything.
No, AOC's rhetoric is.
And you have to invest.
You must invest. Well, that's the reason I watch is I'm like, at any point is any of that acknowledged? I'm going to say no, probably not.
No, I bet at
Pelosi's
the end
trading is
they're
not
both kneeling in their kente cloth, and Nancy puts like her pearls around AOC, and AOC puts like a hemp necklace around Nancy Pelosi, and then they French.
Now we're talking.
It's called TNA.
TNA.
T/A.
T.
I just wrote it. It's
N-A.
hot. Too hot for TV.
You know what's interesting? I bet there is one out there. There was also a lot of weird deep fake stuff with AOC that's very uncomfortable. But I was just thinking because of the porn industry. Remember Sarah Palin, Nayland Palin? That was like a whole. Remember that was kind of peak when they were doing porn parody. Still, when they were actually making porn features rather than just these, the gonzo clips online. But I just mean it was Nayland Palin. It's like funny that they've done when they found out, because Palin, everyone was like, whoa, we hate her, but she's a sexy mom. She's
well,
a
now
MILF.
they're doing like AI where it like looks like AOC. They were trying to like outlaw that.
Yeah. Well, that was a great play. I'm glad we watched it.
RFK JR is like, please make a porn of me.
Yeah, he desperately wants a porn.
Please make
Please
me a
show me wrestling snakes.
Come and make me a porn.
Come on, make me a porn. He's very weird with animals specifically. He has the bear.
The worm.
Well, the brain worms, yes.
The raccoon, wasn't
The raccoon dick. And the bear that he just scooped up, the dead bear. He hit a bear with his car and throw it in the back or something. He's very
Find
specifically.
a bear and fuck it.
Find a
And then he had that. Now he's got twin snakes.
Yeah, so he's.
And I ain't talking Haribo.
We've all been on the twin snakes train.
We all have, dear.
Let's see.
More topics?
Headlines. I'm
Feed
flying through
me.
the headlines. Bezos.
Feed me, Seymour. Bezos.
Bezos's response. I just saw this.
I can't.
This could be old news, new news.
This is old.
No news.
No, the tax thing.
No news is good news.
Who talks like that?
That was from some Mel Brooks. What the hell is that from?
No noose is good news.
The hangman in
that's
Robin Hood Men
funny.
in Tights. When
Yeah.
he says, no news is good news.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, Mel.
Oh, Mel.
Oh, Mel. Bezos said that the taxes. So this is his response, obviously, to being like, there was that ProPublica thing that was like, none of these fuckers pay taxes, which.
And he's trying to
only
make a man of the people.
Yeah, and he's like this was his pitch. The bottom 50. His pitch is not, of course, billionaires pay more taxes so that the public goods are handled more. It's that the bottom 50% of earners pay no income tax.
Yeah, because he was saying they're paying so little anyway. But what's interesting is if everybody pays into taxes, people like care.
Well, that's a whole thing that goes into.
I just mean
more
billionaires
of a
just have to pay.
libertarian-
Well, no, billionaires just have to pay their fair share.
Well, because so
and
what's
that
funny,
that would be a lot more money. Like if Bezos were paying what he should be paying, he would be paying a lot more taxes than I am.
yes,
But look at it. I mean,
right. It's just a funny. It's actually the perfect pivot, I would say. Like it makes.
No,
it's
he
surprising
seems like a
it took
man.
him this long to
If
say
you're
that.
dumb, that must hit so hard.
Yes, if you're
Yeah.
dumb, it hits very hard. Yes.
Yeah, he's like some nurse making $80,000 a year. Why is she paying whatever much?
Yeah, he's like,
a
I
month?
don't need her money.
Yeah,
Like he's like that. Still, that I still
we're
get to
like,
continue
well,
in
Bezos
this tech
because she's the
feudalism.
only fucking one paying taxes.
Right.
Dickwad.
Dickwads. Well, there's you know what's funny is the people. This is what's great too is the top tier pays none. People who make like middle of the road, like maybe they're millionaires.
lot.
They pay a lot.
Well, if you make like $300,000 a year, which ain't what it used to be, but
You're paying.
sounds nice to me.
Yeah.
People, you're paying a lot of taxes.
Yeah, you are.
But if you're making, millions,
and you're able to
not.
shift it around, yeah, then
And
how
then if
to
you're
not
making
pay.
like, under the poverty line, you're probably not paying that much in taxes either.
No. So it is that like, but it's just funny that that's the perfect pivot from Bezos.
Bezos.
Well played, Bezos.
I don't want to give him credit.
No. Well, I'm just saying.
like him?
No, we don't. We're not a Bezos house here.
No, Beethoven.
He's a hard one to stand for any. Like, there's the Elon stand. I don't really know Bezos stands, really. I don't think anyone really likes.
No.
You know how people are like, ooh, like the tech losers are just like, Sam Altman, yay. Elon, yay. But
Do
I'm
that?
like,
No one's like Sam Altman, yay.
no, I guess no one's like Sam Altman, yay. There's some. No, I think Elon, I guess, has his own like
He
fanboys.
does. Yeah.
Specifically him. But yeah, Bezos is just like, there's not like nobody is showing up with, with a bald cap and like being like, I'm Bezos.
And a fucking lazy eye. Can I say that?
Let's talk.
That's ableist. I apologize.
Sure. Does Bezos have
one like it says shut. What is that called? It's like what I do when I'm drunk. One of his eyes shuts.
when that eye starts shutting?
I feel like the muscles on one side of my face aren't as strong. Yeah.
You have like partial facial paralysis. You have what's it
Hey,
called?
I can say it. You can't say it.
Fair enough.
Enough.
What was that called? That our one friend got it from the air conditioning. He said one time.
A palsy?
Palsy. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Sarah Paulseyson.
Who got that from air conditioning?
One of our friends. I don't want to out them on air.
Okay. From AC? How
Said he
weird
was
is
just
that?
sleeping like too close. He said that's what the doctor told him. Is sometimes if you sleep too close to the air conditioner,
I hate AC.
and it could.
My
give you
body knows that
palsy.
that's bad.
We don't like to give misinfer, so I'm gonna, we'll keep that one for next week.
It's anecdotal.
It is. It's all anecdotal.
Don't sleep by the AC unit. You
This is
could
just
get
a
a
thought
palsy.
that's.
Oh, I'd love to hear a thought.
Well, cigarettes are back now. This is what's funny to me is
King.
for some of us they ain't never left.
No. Well, I think even for us, they've had a renaissance. Like, we're not smokers.
Not anymore, no. But I just mean like we're also.
But I've gone from like we used to get a pack when we were on vacation, or you get one pack on your birthday, or we get a pack like, vacation mostly. Like, or I wouldn't even call it a vacation. Anytime we're like.
Not in the home, yeah.
Like when we're
Sleeping
visit your fam in PA, we'd get a pack.
Yes.
And now I like have a cig on the weekends.
Yeah, no, it is bad. New York Magazine or somebody wrote a thing. There's been a few of them, actually.
Everybody's saying it's back.
Everyone's talking about it's back.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a basic shit. It's like, why can't we have a little treat on the way down?
Yes.
I'm having a deja vu. I feel like we spoke about
We
this.
probably did.
We have like 5 topics and we're just like...
Another headline that I saw was the DNC autopsy report.
Oh.
Very fun. That it was finally leaked, but parts of it, and it's just a mess or whatever. But what was just funny to me is, more so than anything, I just keep thinking this every time I hear with the midterms coming up and people talking about this, is that like these New York Times polls and stuff, it's always like what should the messaging be, which they're now just saying the part out loud where it's like, it's never
platform we're
no
running
one will ever
on?
deliver on anything. Like that's been decided and we all know that.
That's
So
a line from NA.
It is.
PA goes, no, Pelosi goes, no one will ever deliver on anything.
Does she? in that
No,
trailer?
I'm just saying.
Oh, yes.
And she's like, listen, you bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah, we are not here to
Yeah,
deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's just funny that now like the conversation has switched to the point where they literally just keep saying it's now on repeat because we've done enough of the cycle where they were like, everybody's over it, and they move on. And it's like now they are just.
Well, what I'm confused about is a couple months ago they said the autopsy reveals that Gaza actually was a huge sticking point among Democratic voters, and now they're saying Democratic autopsy findings have no mention of Gaza. So I feel like there was either an independent thing or they leaked the data they used to write up the autopsy, and they're choosing not to mention it because those are conflicting.
Big time conflicting.
Headlines.
Yeah, they are.
Which headline to believe?
Mm.
Is that what you were saying, though, about the Gaza stuff?
Well, I mean, the autopsy report, yes, that's the huge part of it is obviously, that just didn't want to be mentioned as like a
They're
problem.
like, the main thing is that we don't have a Joe Rogan of the left.
That's right.
And by left, we mean middle, and by middle, we mean mid-right.
By middle, we mean, the centrists in this country are as right-wing as they get. Yeah.
I thought of an analogy. We may have to cut this. I was walking and thinking about it. I was thinking the libs are Lieutenant Dan and MAGA is Forrest Gump.
The libs are Lieutenant Dan and MAGA
because the libs are like a little clever, whatever, like maybe kind of get it, but they don't have a leg to stand on because they're morally, I know this is awful.
No, this is great.
But they're morally like we always say, they have to do gymnastics to back up their point because they can't actually make anything better because it goes against their own interests. They're just the second head of the same two-party monster.
Yeah.
But they have to say they care, and then they can't do anything to show they care.
Yes.
So they're just kind of
they have a harder job.
Kneecapped, yes. Whereas MAGA, and this is where it gets like tricky, is being like they're simple is obviously like no one's a monolith and that's not fair, but they're a little bit more pure of heart in that and this is again a huge generalization just for fun, because they're not as contradictory because even if you're doing bad stuff, if you're saying I'm doing bad stuff, you don't have to then, you can like stand tall and proud and say I'm worried there's not going to be enough white people later. You don't have to pretend you don't want that, but then fight for it. You know?
Yeah. No, I think that's right. I think that's absolutely
so in like the Forrest Gump movie of American politics, those are the roles I've assigned.
Yes. And the libs are like, you should have left me out there to die.
Yeah, literally.
Like, no.
And then later they're like, thanks for saving my life.
Yes.
Like the Lockheed stocks are good, baby.
Yeah. They've like.
And they're all at the same parties and they fight in the same wars. They're hawkish.
They're very hawkish. The Lockheed libs.
The Lockheed libs.
Yeah, no, that's a great analogy.
Thank you. And I apologize about the bad parts about it.
I think that's also very reflected in the two mainstream. Now like MSNBC has like I guess in some ways like you could say in this warped idea of what centrism is and whatever in this country is that like CNN is kind of the centrist, Fox News goes for right wing, and MSNBC as far as cable news is concerned. It feels like that's like the and now when I say left, I mean MSNBC being libtown, not left.
And YouTube is like
corporate Dems.
fash slash
slash
is what it is. Yeah, because there's slash etc.
Yeah, slash etc. Yes, and I feel like that just the styles are there, the way they brand, like it was fully exposed during, I feel like, 2020 for sure, but like anytime Bernie was 2016, 2020, MSNBC.
When Chris Matthews was famously beheaded in Central Park.
That's right, that time frame. It just really exposed, because they're used to, like you just said, they have a harder time, both the politicians
all like
and
little
the face, but the
pretzels.
media, trying to be like, we actually are saying that these things, Medicare for all, housing, food, like redistribution of wealth are
but
bad.
We have to say we want people to have health care and education and things to be equitable.
Right.
But we can't back that up with anything that we're doing publicly.
No.
Like, to pull political levers.
Yes.
And that's just a rough spot.
It is, because Fox News gets to just play the...
I feel for them because they're in a tough spot.
They are in a tough spot. It's a tough job. It would be hard to write messaging. If all you're doing at this point is messaging, if that's your main... If you come onto a political campaign and you're just like, what's the messaging? Not what are we ever actually going to do? In fact, we're not going to do it again. So it's going to go back around to some people leaving, because what Trump did a remarkable turn about face for his voters this go around, just with the...
Yeah.
I mean, he did the ICE thing for them. But that was even a little too much for some people. But he still at least did the
Well, they get to just say we're not Trump, we're not Trump. But they're all just voting for more money for.
Well, that's the thing. It's
DHL.
It's the
DHS.
DHS.
Come on, sorry.
DSLs.
Those DSLs are all over my DHL. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
What I was going to say is messaging. That would be like a Veep episode. I don't know if it was, but them trying to come up with a slogan.
Yes.
But they can't actually say anything. So they're like, we was free
love
to be
erase
stop
go.
go. It's
Yes.
it's tough.
Stay
it's a tough
still.
spot. It's why Tucker Carlson, which we've already talked about, can run circles around
Yeah.
what's her face from New York Times, because she has to sit there and be
Lula, yeah.
anti-Semitism is bad, and he's like, okay, but do you want to kill kids? And she's like, and she can't say no.
She can't say no
because she's there to make her weird point that is impossible to make.
Yes, agreed. There's a lot of that.
It's empowering all the trolls who are willing to be consistent in their ideology, because they're like, I can come out here and say the same shit all day.
Yes. Yeah, I can stay
even if
on
I'm
message
a garbage person.
Right. Well, it's also given so much cover where now 90% of what some of these losers talk about, if they could just move on and acknowledge that genocide is bad and we don't want to fund it anymore.
They literally
if they could just do that, then Tucker has to start talking about other things. And then you go, oh yeah, Tuck, let's get back to the business at hand here. Domestically, when you were talking about white replacement stuff, he gets to hide now behind all this other shit where it's
he's just willing to say what's literally happening.
He's willing to say should be the basement for humanity. Should just be like, nope, we're not going to do the genocide. 100%. We're not going to fund it.
Tuck Everlasting for real. That guy just keeps going.
Tuck Everlasting. He does. He reinvents. He morphs.
He does. He really. I remember when he was just a little wet behind the ears bow tie freak.
Little bow tie fucking freak. Yeah, little neocon bow tie boy who went weirdly he started, I'm libertarian and I want to then being like, no, we're going for Iraq, we're going into Afghanistan, and he was all about that. That's what's just funny too is now he's like, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. And it's on that huge one that you went for years, sure you are, but also it's just convenient now to give you any sort of credibility.
How convenient.
But yeah, I feel like it's funny to do
Speaking of wrong.
It's funny to do, speaking of wrong.
Inarada Davida, honey. Ooh. Sorry, I cut you completely off.
No, go.
No, what were you going to say? But I did want to do errata.
No, I just wanted to say that some of it's why I like to give credit where credit's due. The centrists like Slotkin and Cheryl and who are all all these people up and coming who
couldn't tell you.
Splitting the hairs though, these centrist Dems who are no, the reason we were losing is the party moved too far to the left. That whole conversation where they're governors winning in certain states, senators winning certain races, where to thread the needle, when you bring in a focus group and you go, so where are we, how can we somehow find the middle, on both cultural stuff and the shit that doesn't, the identity stuff, but also then material stuff where you're okay, we're still doing some form of not single payer ever.
That's but means tested. One guy gets a brace on his
It's an
ankle.
incredible, there's a reason there's a whole cottage industry around that. It's you hire people to go, can we split these hairs in the time where people are demanding radical redistribution of stuff and people are really struggling? Can we still bring in the people who can go, but maybe we could find something right down the middle? Well,
I was just going to say on that, crunching the numbers train, do you remember in the first year after October 7th, they capped the death toll in Gaza because there was, probably a McKinsey report No, Kinsey's the sex.
No, McKinsey.
McKinsey.
The great folks at McKinsey.
Who are doing
will
like
do all
bread.
Yeah.
Okay. Where Buttigieg famously cut his little teeth.
That's right.
So they crunched numbers and they were like 40,000 is as many dead, innocent, you know.
Yeah, we're not moving past that.
Yeah. So for like 9 months, they were like, even the people who don't really give a shit were like, I mean, is that okay? Over, you know, upwards of 40,000. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, every day I'm watching like a couple hundo people just explode, burn, starved, whatever. It just didn't feel right. Then the Lansing report came out and said, no, this is more like 70,000. And I was still like, and I think a lot of us were. And then recently, I don't know what study to cite, so I will have to come back on errata, but it is something respectable has been going around, and it's like 700,000.
Well,
and it's like, no fucking duh.
No shit.
But they, for like over a year, got slowly up to 40 and would not budge past 40.
It's interesting.
And
you brought
somebody
that up,
did that number. Somebody was like,
a couple weeks ago, I remember.
My neighbor, when he's mowing his lawn, he can deal with 40,000.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we crunched, and if we're going up to 50, like we're going to have the
someone
people,
said that. Yeah, they were like, there is a number that people are still able to somehow rationalize,
and that is 40,000 human lives.
Even that was
the number.
That was the number they landed.
That was safe and comfy.
40K. What do you think that's like?
Warm and cozy.
What do you relate that? I think the problem is ultimately when they're like, this is gonna get to about 1 million. And
I would bet we're at 1 million.
I would say so. It's funny that that's so
because
bringing this
you know
up
it's the people under the rubble. Like I don't know how sad we want.
Well, also those
the
numbers
listeners
have always,
to feel today, but it's like millions.
Those are the health ministry, the Hamas. You know, those numbers are not to be believed. Is the problem. So remember that was like initially was like, well, no numbers you hear coming out officially could ever be like credible because of, you know, this is the Hamas health ministry.
Did you see the New York Times op-ed by the senator who was like, guys, to his party, the Dem was like, we gotta acknowledge Gaza. We gotta acknowledge the genocide.
Yeah.
We're losing here. I thought that was, I mean, it's way too little too late, but I was like, okay, wow.
Yes.
Do you know what? Did you see what I'm talking about?
No, I did not. No.
Okay, I have to look it up. But he got a follow from me on Instagram for it.
Who is this?
He wrote an op-ed.
I saw this US senator?
Yeah, I saw this through Miss Rachel.
So Massey, as we know, Thomas Massey.
Did you think I'd be getting my political information from Miss Rachel?
No, never. Miss Rachel being dragged was one of the fun. That's again what people I think are just like, why are like you see the split in the Zionists between
Senator Chris Van Hollen in the New York Times today. The Americans do not want to be complicit in ethnic cleansing in the West Bank or what human rights organizations and scholars have determined to be genocide in Gaza. I'm just saying, you're saying it's the Hamas numbers. And I'm like, this is a pretty big platform for this.
A senator,
for this like sane take. Bob, I've seen aid trucks turned away.
Maryland? Where is he?
I don't know where the fuck.
Van Hollen? I think he's
I'm going to look him up right now. Maryland.
The great state of Maryland.
Oh, anyway, I'm sure I'm like, yay, and he's probably just out.
Well, again, this is what we've been left with, though, because
stuff.
the minimums of, like, does he use the word? Because there's always like.
He said they've called it genocide. He said what scholars and humanitarian,
the patron senator of this house.
You?
Refused. No, would you say Newt?
I said you?
Oh, me. No, I thought.
Who's the patron? Oh.
Senator Bernard Sanders.
Sorry, I thought you were saying one of us was the sin.
He wouldn't say genocide.
He is now?
He is now. Yeah, I mean, it's funny.
Wake up and smell the maple syrup. Bernie, baby. T.O. Bernie's got to get his shit together. No, he's not perfect.
No, of course not.
As far as senators go, I like him a lot.
Sure.
I'd even say I love him.
What's that? You would say
I
you
love him.
I know you love him.
I love Bernie Sanders.
I love that about you.
That feels like one of those backhanded.
It does. That feels like a douchey
thing
to say, but I seriously do love that about you.
That's cute that you like that guy. Sorry, I just cut you off 100 times.
No, just that the Senate. It's like funny that Massey was only in the House, but Massey going hard at. So this is from the Republicans now. So Massey just like the guy who replaced Massey, it's kind of like, again, it feels like I say everyone has been somewhat black-pilled, is I do think MAGA seeing this where Massey is like super popular. And again, I mean, not his actual platforms before the Epstein files and before, because he's been there for 15 years or something. Before Epstein, before Gaza, you know, he's a conservative. So he's like, there's a lot of bullshit that, of course, you'd completely disagree on. What kind of stuck to his guns, small government stuff has always been like, oh, we don't want to give money to wars and things that, you know, whatever. But the fact that he just pissed off Mim Adelson and that crowd, the AIPAC crowd, is like they literally just came for him so hard and spent, I don't even.
Is her name Mim?
I call her Mim. Miriam.
Like
Adelson.
Madam Mim?
I think her name's Miriam.
She is Madam Mim.
She's Madam Mim. She is completely Madam Mim who's bought. Again, the naked, the levels of like, it's shit we fucking all know, but it's just seeing it at this extreme. Like they spent like 40 million. I forget what the number is. It's by like 10 times more than has ever been spent on a congressional seat. It cray. And then they bring in a guy who has no one knows or cares about. Trump, of course, endorses him because he's like, more so Massey, you fucked with me with the Epstein shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, so now you burned me. And then it's like, because it was Massey and Ro Khanna did the bipartisan Epstein stuff. But it's just anti. They came out hard. Well, they were just like, let's see it. Let's release it all.
Show it to me.
Show me the. But then the Israel being like, you know, Massey being like, no, we need to stop. But he will go. I think he says genocide and stuff too. His angle is a little bit more just like non-interventionist and being like, why
America
are we giving
first.
money with no whatever. But they just came for him so openly and so hard that it is like people are just getting blackpilled all over town is my point.
Right. See, that's what's weird too, is you have someone like Massey where I'm like, I'm with you on Epstein and I'm with you on Israel.
Which are two pretty huge
Massive,
things.
but I'm sure I'm not with him on one
Anything
other
else?
thing.
Almost nothing else, no.
So
there's that. But I do think,
that.
though, to me, it feels like they tried to do that with, well, that's why I think Ro Khanna
They talk about the aisle, but the aisle's like a loop-de-loop. It's like a freaking
It's funny that the
water
bipartisan
slide.
bloodbath, the aisle that is truly the center where there are people saying what we can work together on is we need to continue to fund a genocide and not call it that. And we need to not release the names of just like global trafficking and blackmail operations, which is why they don't.
And we're going to keep polluting. We're going to keep everything.
Well, yes, but like
business as usual.
Yeah. It does feel like there was a green movement that among centrist
I think they're
Dems.
more likely, to protect parks in the U.S. so that we don't see it next to us. But what we're doing abroad with the military and telecom it's a disgrace.
It's a lot.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah. It just is very funny.
If an alien flew by, they'd be like, huh?
Huh? It would be Uncle Jesse. And he would
watch
say,
the ship, huh?
Watch the planet, huh?
Can I do my errata now?
Please, we must.
Sociopaths do enjoy music.
Sociopaths do enjoy music.
Says Reddit.
Oh, yeah, you sent me a thing.
But it's more to fill the void. It's less like you were saying that they're emotionally moved, but they like that rhythm-based, it's like an energy thing. But I found a very fun treat yourself. Maybe we'll link to it. The sociopath, like self-proclaimed sociopath, Reddit thread is awesome.
Oh, so this is a subreddit where people are just saying,
I think I'm a soc, or I am a soc, and they're giving you honest answers about things. And what I really liked were the answers, because people would be like, do sociopaths do this, or do sociopaths? And they were like, basically like, we're not a monolith and there's a spectrum. So there might be people who have a lot less empathy, but not none. But they say like, I actually love my mom, or I've like loved two people in my life. And there's some that are like, I absolutely can't feel whatever. But the way they diagnose that is, just through a test. And if you get a certain number over, they're like, yeah, you're probably tipping the scale. So it's not really an on-off switch per se.
Right. There might be some boxes you check and some you don't. But if you check enough,
it's interesting because I always thought, and again, it's not an exact science, but that it was just a lack of empathy. I didn't see it as like, there's a little bit, you know what I mean?
And there's a difference between psychopath and sociopath?
No.
No. Because
Clinically,
violent
no.
sociopaths,
It's just a lack of empathy.
there's a lot of socias out there. People would say that sociopaths are a tiny percentage of the population, yes?
They're saying 2 to 4%.
2 to 4.
But I think we see them a lot. Capitalism rewards.
Among the elites,
as we
it's
said,
like 80 to 90%.
It's very high, like in high-ranking positions, like you were saying, Hollywood and government, because people who are able to do what they need to do to get ahead without having it crush their soul are, just well-equipped to survive and thrive in our current political and economic ecosystem.
Also, when you win the game, so the other thing is the violence part of it would just be a means to an end. If you're like a great, let's just say you got into whatever, Wall Street, you're working your way
got
up.
into Wall
Let's
Street.
Just say you
Mother, I've been accepted to Wall Street.
I took the test and I checked 9 out of 10 sociopath
Literally,
boxes.
I start
accepted
tomorrow
at Wall Street. So, but finance, tech.
I have to kill 2 prostitutes and there's a little hazing.
There's some hazing that
light
goes on.
hazing.
I have to throw someone out a window.
I have to defend a small country.
I have to take those bullhorns up my rear, or some whatever.
Whoa.
Well, that bull, that bull's iconic. Anyway,
icon.
They get to a level where they would kill someone if they got in their way of succeeding in something. And then there's also just people who actually do get off on the violence part of it and they like it and maybe they're not sociopaths. Is that right?
Yeah, I think
you're
it runs. No,
you've
really
been in the subreddit.
I'm really not.
What's your understanding of? Because I hear people
my understanding is I think people
now.
Born without empathy is more like a clinical diagnosis, and it could happen like to anyone.
Yeah. And
I think like more violent is maybe like more nurture than nature.
Okay.
But if you get those two together, it's probably a pretty damaging cocktail.
That's where the your Bundys, etc.
Yeah, but I think a lot of I don't know. I mean, I'm like literally like thinking about old SVU episodes to answer this question. I don't think that's an expert level.
You should.
Speaking of that,
well, Mariska will be courtside.
Mariska. May I? Speaking of
daughter of Mansfield.
Speaking of violence against women, this is an embarrassing one for me.
Let me just say, set the scene here. You've adjusted your spectacles.
I did. I'm elderly. Christopher Walken was on the boat when Natalie Wood drowned, not Jack Nicholson. And I knew that, but I was mixing up a couple things. But I've looked this up so many times and I'm very embarrassed.
Right.
With her husband, Robert Wagner. Yeah, that was it. Walken was filming a project with her. They were all in the boat together.
She went.
Drunk, fighting, and then she was gone. And then washed up ashore. And what their story is that she took the dinghy out and tried to go to shore, like, I'm leaving, and then didn't make it out. But I think there was a head injury, and I think it was weird. And
sure,
they don't talk about it a ton.
No, the people won't bring that up.
Yeah, so
there's a level of just. In these days, in these times, where it's
these days.
Who is clean? Who is truly clean? I don't know that anyone
No one at
is.
the top.
No one. Really no one. And slowly as it all leaks out and it's like then shit just gets forgotten and you're like, how did they not? I just found out a new one. Just throw this out there. Worked with him before. Seems like he's had a renaissance as like a nice person.
I'm scared.
I just heard, your eyes just got really wide. No, I'm not going to because he's arrived. Jon Hamm has
Catching Print.
Do you know? Well, Catching Print. We all know Ham's hog.
Ham's hog. It's a hog.
Give me a quarter pound of that ham hog, please.
Please.
No, it's his college days where he went to the hazing stuff. Do you know about this?
No. Oh, a kid died?
I think someone died and
is
paralyzed.
Yeah,
or something happened where he.
I did.
Let me look it up.
It's ringing a bell, but the bell's far away.
I mean, at a certain point, all I'll say too is this: like, I'm not fully on board. My apologies to Gen Z. and some millennials. But I'm not fully on board with because at a certain point, you're just like, I don't know what you expect him to do.
I've lived a life,
let's just cancel to the point of like, I don't even know what when it becomes to me, like, it feels like you don't give a shit about the well-being of this person that's in this. And sometimes things just happen between people and it's like,
well, and maybe you're part of a group and you're all really drunk and something bad happens, and that's not being an apologist, but I'm like, where is that line?
well, and
Are you driving?
Yes.
Are you covering up, or are you just kind of around?
he was charged with hazing in 1991 for his role in a brutal initiation ceremony at University of Texas. Austin. That's where I thought that's where he went. As a 20-year-old member of Sigma Nu, Hamm and other fraternity brothers were accused of severely beating, burning, and torturing a pledge named Mark Allen Sanders.
3 names.
Mark Allen Sanders has come. He's going to
Just
be the
shot up
fifth.
the White House. Yeah.
He's going to be, just alert. That's all I have my Google alert set to at this point.
That's sickening.
Is
though.
just give me
that makes
give me
me
a
sick
ping
to
when
hear
there's-
that.
He was arrested and charged with misdemeanor hazing. Because he was never convicted, Hamm avoided formal prison time by accepting a deferred adjudication plea deal. So he had to do probation. The university permanently shut down Sigma Nu due to the severity. But the specifics
and if he was
are,
actually charged, then that to me is like he wasn't just one of 50 people around in the building. He was part of the attack.
No, he was. He was
That's
in
sick.
the he
That's
was one of the
sick.
he was an awful frat guy.
Well, and who does that? Is it the guy who does what he has to do to book Mad Men? You know? Hello?
Yes, also later, and he survived in the industry for quite some time before getting his big break.
Yeah.
Like that was his whole deal. Was as Don, he was an older actor. He had been around he'd been kicking it around for quite some time.
I know he has a drinking problem. Allegedly, I'm just going to say, but I know that's why his long-term relationship with what's-her-face didn't work out.
I don't know how you do this, but he was dragged by a hammer by his penis and his pants lit on fire.
I don't. Sorry, that's making me feel ill.
Anyhow, the only reason I bring that up is I'd never heard that. So I'm just saying a lot of these things.
What's her name? Jennifer. What's Jon Hamm's long-term partner, and they finally separated and he got sober? She has that great movie, Kissing Jessica Stein.
Oh.
What's her name? I love her. What the hell?
Jennifer Beal.
No.
Jennifer Garr.
Jennifer Westfeldt.
Jennifer Westfeldt.
Yeah. So I apologize to Jack Nicholson, and I do not apologize to Jon Hamm.
Thank you. Well, you better, or else you're getting your pants on
What a sick fuck. Can you imagine being like in a wheelchair or whatever the hell's going on and just like watching TV and being like, now this guy's a golden god?
Yeah, it's the same we always say about when Wahlberg is taken to task over his. You know what the thing I will just say about the fraternity lifestyle is this is not letting anyone off the hook, the individuals, but I do think that people are closer to. I just always like to, float around the both sides of this.
Great. There's both
Frats,
sides.
like, especially at the bigger schools, like, I don't think that's even, what's crazy about that is that's not, that one, I guess someone got really hurt and he's a celebrity, so now we're hearing about it all these years later. But that's just shit, like, that's what frats do. Like, I've never, I wasn't even in college and obviously never would join a fraternity because I don't, it's the same with like cult stuff. I'm like, I just don't, my brain is wired in a way that wouldn't allow me to join that kind of bullshit.
I won't even join Spotify.
But if you are someone who is willing to join something, it is like, are you the person? I think he was actively one of because he was a senior, 20 years old. He's probably one of the older brothers in the fraternity. But it's like, who is the one who's going to speak out against that? Once it heightens, all you need is one sick fuck in your frat to be like, I'm going to push the envelope. But yeah, I do think that like there's a level of things, and this is a violent incident that is with some. So I'm like, this is different from some other you digging up old tweets or things someone said or something. This is an actual action.
No, I do think digging up 20-year-old tweets where somebody like used a word that we don't say as often anymore is different than like a violent.
I definitely think so.
Attack,
yes, for sure.
I'm gonna go on record saying
the scale of because I think again, if someone could probably, it was like I think we talked about it on this program as well, but like the Chloe Fineman stuff, like when things that people admit from what they did that was weird when they were younger is like I think a lot of people did a lot of weird shit. Like I remember growing up seeing and experiencing lots of weird things.
Monoculture
Moving.
is the name for everything becoming the same. We were talking last week about a flattening of music, of film, of culture, of people's actual facial features, just of this like sameness, this like sterility. And it's called monoculture. There's a real word for that, where everything is being funneled into the sameness. But something you said last week that I loved was it's like laying the groundwork for the AI. Because the more everyone wants the sameness, like the less offensive it is to just live your life as like a sim.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think we've been.
That's why we have to push against it. When people are like, it's a radical act to just be yourself. That like seems like that annoying kind of whatever modern talk where you're like, it stops having meaning? But I think that's actually kind of true. Like I think we have to fight that in every facet of our lives that we can.
Yes.
So let your freak flag fly, mama.
Let's get that monoculture. Squash that monoculture.
Squash it.
What would be a duo culture? No. What's mono?
I'm not like you. I have bangs. Stuff like that.
Me, glasses.
You got this, mama.
I don't wear shoes.
Okay.
My pants are on fire.
I have a... No. I won't say that.
No.
Okay. And I think that's it. Because I already said the can.
That's our errata?
That was errata. Thanks for joining us. We like to fuck up and fix our mistakes.
La 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 la
La la la na na.
She has been courtside, Mariska Hargitay.
I love Mariska.
And then it goes, wait, it goes, no, there's a, what's the bridge there? It's like,
I already did the da 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 da
Yeah, no,
da
it goes-
da 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 da. That's all I know.
There's a no, that's right. No.
A-cab.
There's something there.
A-cab.
Well, of course. But Mariska herself,
She's doing God's work out
there's
there.
no career. I was thinking about this. There really isn't a career. She's at the Knicks games. Knicks games celebro. It's become such a huge thing. Ben Stiller, old Knicks fan. He was there last time they were in the finals, 1999, I believe it was. They were doing a thing where they're like, look at celebrity row at the Knicks games in 99. It was just very funny who was there. Woody Allen, we'll say, was one of the people. But there was, Ben Stiller was there then and is still there now. Now you got little
He's
Timmy.
Stiller there.
He's Stiller there. But he's an actual Knicks fan, you know. It's like it's.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying, there is a difference as a lame old Sporto fan. That I am between people who like there's just something where you're like, yeah, we're at the game versus
fair
like, no, I
weather
love the fucking Knicks.
fans. I'm a fair weather fan. I just try to have fun with it sometimes, but I don't really give a shit.
Right. But everyone cares if you're there. You know what I mean? You're courtside.
I go to the Yankee games for the garlic fries.
Mariska is like been embracing Jalen Brunson. I think Brunson might be a fan of hers.
SVU.
Anyway, they have like a fun friendship.
Will
that
they
a
or
lot
won't
of the other
they?
Knicks fans are like, will they or won't they? I mean, they certainly should.
Love her.
Yeah. So her career.
And is there
any comparable? I just was thinking about as an actor. Is there any? Because she's going on what 30 years? How long has that show been around?
I don't know.
25 years, I would say.
Can I ask a quick next question? Are these the same games where Tracy Morgan's vomiting?
Tracy Morgan has been at a lot of Knicks games, yes.
Throwing up?
Yes.
Okay.
Recently, he puked in Madison Square Garden.
But a couple of times.
Whatever became of that? What was the reasoning there? Usually at least have to
No,
be
I think there's been another time.
Got a little drunk.
I think he did it again.
Yeah. Wait, why is Tracy Morgan...
I think he said it's something with his like blood sugar.
Why did Tracy Morgan vomit at Knicks game? Due to a sudden and severe bout of food poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Third quarter, yeah. Interesting.
But didn't he do it again recently? He did it like a while back.
Did
and
he?
I just
He
did it.
puked twice.
I thought so.
I mean, that's fun.
No, I think that's an errata. An errata in the
Anyway,
making.
a substance was released. I'll never forget after 9/11, Michelle Tafoya, there's a game. You could like find this. I'll put this in the receipts too. You could find it on YouTube. It was that funny of a thing. But she was like, during a random I think it was the Celtics. It was just like a random game. And there was somebody like at the I guess it was probably at the Garden, at the Boston Garden. But she basically was like doing her sideline reporting, and she was like, so all we're being told now is that a substance was released. There was a substance released in the game, and they kept like the game was still.
You're continuing. Like, from where? What?
Yeah, it was those
a
fun like post 9/11
released.
Hysteria things where it was like all of a sudden, there was just so much like, oh my God, there's a terrorist attack at this random regular season Celtics game.
A substance was released.
Anyway, I can feel for someone getting food poisoning. Usually, though, at that lower level, like you should hustle away. But maybe he was wrestling with that, like, should I go? Should I not go? I'm not feeling great. Just fun when people don't make it anywhere near a toilet when they're
I also my read on him is that he doesn't care. Like, people are always filming him in, like, airports just screaming U2 songs or, like,
he doesn't give
singing to himself or, like, taking his shoes off. Like, he doesn't strike me as having...
fucks to give?
Yeah, or what's that called? He doesn't have...
I don't want to say shame is not right. He doesn't
No, I'll think of it. If there's like an expression for that. Anyway, he lacks that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him. But anyhow, that's Mariska's career is just interesting. Mariska. Because that playing one, you just go, I'm done. Because she has not been in anything else. Am I right? Since this show started,
Mariska,
like she hasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never went out to do movies. Never.
No, but she also does on her own time a lot of work.
Oh, I'm just talking
for like
about
getting
as an
like rape kits tested and stuff. She's just a great.
No,
person.
she makes the move, puts her money where her mouth is in that way.
She good.
ACAB.
But ACAB. Benson. But ACAB Olivia Benson, sadly.
So that's all I want to say about the Knicks. The substance was released. We'll see what these finals. New York is edging. New York is now edging at a point where they're ready to explode and erupt. It's been many years since the Knicks have won. Since the 70s.
I thought, since they've won.
But
they were in the playoffs in 99, you said?
They were in the NBA Finals in 1999.
Finals, yeah. That's what I meant.
But yeah, they haven't actually won it in a long time. Who are some of the other celebs? I don't know.
Shalamini
and Kylie Jenner are I mean, it's hard. It's just hard. It's hard for me with Chalamet. I'll never get there.
You were saying Tina Fey. You were saying they're all there to like promote their.
Yes, that's
stuff.
like the Peacock. Same with like Tracy Morgan is on a Tina Fey show on NBC on Peacock.
They're like, can you puke courtside? And he's like, no problem.
He's like, okay,
consider it
not
done.
a problem. Like if you feel the urge to vomit, don't get up from your seat. We need this in the cycle. We need Reggie Dinkins in the cycle.
I really feel like the more happened, and now I'm like, don't know anything that happened.
I mean, a lot has really happened, but...
Did you see the lineup for Trump's party at the White House for the 250th birthday bash?
No, I actually just thought of this for some reason. It came up, but I was thinking 250. This 4th of July is going to, I think, be unhinged.
Scary. It's going to be really scary. People are doubling down.
It always gets funky, but this feels like there's going to be, for the bicentennial.
Listen to this featured performers.
Who?
The Great American State Fair. It's freedom, whatever. They just...
Wait, it's titled The Great American State Fair?
Yeah. Trump's Freedom 250 concert books. Okay.
These tacky motherfuckers.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli, Vanilla Ice, CNC Music Factory.
Wait, Milli Vanilli Ice.
I know. Martina McBride, Young MC, that's sad. CNC Music Factory, Vanilla Ice, Milli Vanilli. The Commodores, bummer. Morris Day and The Time, Flo Rida, and Bret Michaels. What? What's a going on?
What's a going on? The nostalgia tour.
What's a going on?
They can't get any contemporary artists.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, Kid
but I
Rock,
literally
imagine.
think people will watch to be like, what's Milli Vanilli up to?
Milli Vanilli's a very funny one to do. Just bringing the frauds under one tent, you know?
Yeah.
Which also is like, that was dumb. They got too much heat for that anyway. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
I know, it's funny now. It's like people are all saying like,
to have
kids
someone
were like
fake
going to
sing,
jail
who
for
cares?
Napster stuff, and now AI is just stealing everything from everyone.
Right.
I just mean, so we
Yeah,
freaked out
Lars,
about
where are
Milli
you
Vanilli, and now you're watching like what's unfolding, and you're like, who cares?
That was such a big fucking deal, though. I remember the Milli Vanilli story.
It was
breaking.
a big fucking deal, dog.
That was everything to our nation. Late night rotations, a lot of Jay Leno, Milli Vanilli bits. I remember between the Dancing Itos and Milli Vanilli, Leno was having a feast.
People are freaking out about that.
And basically, it was just, you know, for anyone under 90, it was Milli Vanilli was just like two kind of underwear models. I don't know if they were underwear, but they were attractive, and they're like, you can't sing,
They're hot.
but so we'll get people who can sing, and you'll just lip sync.
Isn't that the same as like somebody writing Richard Pryor's jokes?
What? Oh my, no.
Being like, you're performing this.
Yeah, I mean,
You're right. Maybe
No.
not. That would be like if somebody else wrote the song, which always happens.
that would be if someone else was telling the jokes and he was mouthing them on stage.
We should do that.
That's pretty fun.
That's a good bit.
Yes. Throw the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun grouping of well, there's the big falling out with the New York Giants. This is a human interest story, so don't worry, it's not just sports. But Jackson Dart, the franchise quarterback of the New York
Dart? That's a great name.
Jackson Dart is the franchise quarterback of the New York Giants, and he is boys with Trump.
Is franchise quarterback just like the first string quarterback?
No, it's typically a young quarterback that you've drafted and gone all in on to be like, because some people just have a journeyman. They're like, this will be the guy for a year or two. There's like, they want this to be their guy, hopefully for some time to come.
Huh. Franchise quarterback.
Yeah. It's basically a designation on like someone
like
who's.
You're a big deal.
You're a big deal. Yeah.
You're the guy.
You're the guy.
You're the QB.
You're the QB, bud.
You're tossing. You're catching.
You're
No,
you're tossing. You're definitely tossing.
You're definitely tossing. You talk to the boys in the huddle, right?
You talk to the boys in the huddle.
You buddy up to the coach.
He introed Trump at a rally in New York, and some teammates were, from the Giants, were like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Which again, it always goes back to, and I know it's the broken record, but I'm always like, it is lame to stand politicians, period. Yes, it's extra divisive.
A broken record's right twice a side.
Twice a side. Give me that A side, B side.
Holler.
Anyway, yeah, that's just, it's like how big of a loser are you to just be like, I'm a fucking I'm the franchise quarterback of the New York Football Giants. And
New York Football Giants?
Yeah.
Is that a
That's
thing?
like an old man thing to say. Because there used to be the New York Giants used to be, before they moved to San Francisco, there were the baseball Giants in New York and the football team.
It sounded like you were doing that thing like dudes do on The Bachelorette where they just add words to look smart.
That's right. Yeah, I was doing that is a thing that those specifically
They're like technically,
those guys,
allegedly, actually, like yes.
Allegedly, actually, yes. Yeah, it's a very reality show dude thing to do. But no, the New York Football, you are the franchise quarterback. You're the guy
of the New York Football
of
Giants.
the New York Football Giants.
Wow.
To stand a politician is just loser behavior. It's
Loser
just no
behavior.
matter who that politician is. And
Yeah.
of course, people are going to feel some kind of way about this politician.
Well, and what I want to say about all the losers row we just started doing this concert, like, yes, we should have principles, but can anyone have principles under capitalism? Because if some of these people are literally like living in their car and someone comes and says, do you want to perform at the White House? You're like, okay.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
No, I don't. I mean,
like,
I'm not holding Milli Vanilli and
accountable.
Vanilla Ice.
I'm holding Young MC accountable.
Interesting.
You
Brett
want
Michaels is your boy.
it. You got it. You want it, baby, you just bust a move.
Poison of Love or Poisonous Love. What he did the goddamn VH1.
Rock of Love.
Rock of Love. These people have done.
That was an errata already.
I know.
I can't do errata
again.
Oh, no.
Oh, 0 for 2 on that one. No, but yeah, who could be held to any sort of account at this? We're not holding people to until we hold the Epstein files. Thank you.
Accountable.
Until we hold the files themselves accountable.
Yeah.
I need to have physical paper files in my hand.
Right.
Print out emails if you want, but put them in my hand as physical paper.
That would be fun. That'd be a great stunt. You get the file and you're holding it and you say, I'm holding this file accountable. And there's like, you know?
And young MC walks off stage and doesn't do that.
I just mean I could see like, I don't even think Pelosi would do that. I mean, she gone, but you know.
Yeah, but that level of performative, Booker might.
Oh yeah.
Booker's the next, he's the next hype. He can really put on he loves to blow. He's imploding with all the APAC stuff, of course, but
yeah.
But he's
blowing, but he's leaking too.
He's blowing and leaking.
A substance was released from Cory Booker this morning. He's on a juice cleanse.
His new memoir is called 27 Hours. A substance was released.
Yeah, Diaper Town.
What was the... No.
Leaking at the Capitol.
Anyway, yeah.
It's a subtitle.
Well, Jackson Dart is number 6. So what's funny is now
number 6 of what?
His jersey number. He wears
sorry.
I'm pretty sure that
I
is
at least
true.
know that players have numbers.
Yes, they do have numbers on their jerseys, and he's 6. So it's just funny that now people have photoshopped January as the name above.
Oh, I was like, is he doing 69 or 67? But it's Jan.
It's Jan 6. Wait, one more thing to talk about, and then we can move on, and we can end this.
There's no way to move on. There's nowhere to go.
There's one place I wanted to go to close.
I thought I had something to say.
Please.
Go ahead.
No,
I don't know
there's
what
one
it
other
was.
thing. This fund, we have to apply. This slush fund is another thing in the news.
Can we apply?
That was, I mean, yeah. They keep saying every time they're questioned about like, well, what this January 6th people, it's like anyone can apply to this. Any American who feels like they've been wronged by the government.
Oh.
Like, because it's through the DOJ. It's like, it's this weird fund that obviously will just be funneled. Like, obviously Trump himself, like he was like, I can't just give myself all this money for me suing.
So could we apply and be like, my husband's from Pennsylvania. It was really upsetting. A lot of people we couldn't get on one of the buses, but we wanted to.
Were we persecuted politically?
January 6th, what year was that?
That was 2021. 21.
We weren't in PA anymore.
Yeah, we were.
No.
We watched Jan 6 from Luzerne, from the couch in Luzerne.
You're right. We moved. Yeah, no.
From the greatest couch that I've ever owned. I don't know if
I think about that couch and the fact that we didn't bring it with us and get upset.
It's a special piece because it's that rare breed of like vintage, 70. We got it at the Salvation Army.
Down the Sally, but it was comfy as hell and it was
so
extra long. You could actually nap on it.
Extra long.
But it was cool. It had that zigzag with like the
olive mustard or
brown,
like the kind of burnt brown orange.
They know the colors. It's like the classic Tupperware.
Classic
palette.
70s Tupperware. But those couches are always cool looking, but I've never sat on one that I was like, this is so fucking
that you wanted to stay seated.
I couldn't get up for
That's
Jan
why
6.
I couldn't go to Jan 6.
That's why I didn't
We should
make
put
it.
that in our letter. Be like, listen, if I hadn't got that couch that day.
We have photos of that couch too for proof. We should submit.
Well, didn't a lot of people from Luzerne County go to Jan 6?
Oh yeah, I think elected officials. I think there were people.
Oh, cool.
There was a mix. Personally, people. I don't want to start naming names in that regard. Who almost beat up our other friend at the bowling alley. His wife. Yeah. Yeah. He, as now an adult, remember we went bowling with a deer just to unwind, have a couple beers. You don't want me to say?
I just feel like this is too specifically about somebody, but it is funny.
He won't be listening. And
but people who know.
People who know. He was there with his son. And we went, it was 3 adults.
Saying people who, everyone you know, from your hometown knows someone who went to Jan 6.
That's right. Yeah, no,
That's how
it's not
pervasive
even
it is.
the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. This is 1 degree of Jan 6.
1
yes.
degree of 6.
Everyone is 1 degrees
Jan
away.
6.
Yes, there was a night. Well, there
1
was a bus.
degrees.
They
one
put a bus.
away.
They put a bus trip together, which
literally
a lot of bus trips to Yankees games, Phillies games. You know, this was a bus trip put together to go.
Yeah,
to
we'd be like,
6.
oh, I was just trying to go to like a what sport is in DC? Do they have anything?
The Commanders, the
Yeah,
Nationals.
I thought I was going to a Commanders game. Next thing you know, I'm taking a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Next thing I know, I'm arm in arm with the shaman.
Yes.
Well, the dude from his wife I just saw is now probably going to go into the Jan 6 thing. But Jay Johnston, he was in the cast of Mr. Show, and he was at Jan 6. He took a turn after, but he's an actor, but he was in the main cast of Mr. Show. He did like a bunch of bits. He did, remember the Everest, climbing Everest, like falling over a bit. He did yeah, he's like the tall, gangly guy.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, his wife is going to they'll be looking for compensation.
People are mad about Jan 6.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like it. Can I say something about it that's not going to be popular?
Sure.
If you saw that and people are storming the Capitol, and what if they were doing that for healthcare?
Yeah.
Or food or affordable housing? Like, what if they were like, I live in this country, I love this country, I work hard in this country, and I cannot feed my kids and I cannot have a decent life, and you guys are all up here in your fucking Hunger Games tower, not fighting for me at all. I lost my house, I feel like it was very easy because of the ideology to be like, you just don't do that. But it's like, what are you supposed to do? I'm not saying storm anything, guys. This is a podcast of satire, but people are really horrified that something kind of crazy happened. But I'm like,
pearl clutching.
Will we ever get to a point where something kind of crazy happens?
Sure. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, historically, yes.
This is a comedy podcast.
Of course.
I am a hilarious comedian. Everything I say is a hilarious joke. But I do wonder, is there a tipping point?
Take me seriously, never.
Don't.
No, but I know what you're saying.
Psych.
I'm saying there was a huge.
I believe this. Not. Okay. I think we've covered our bases.
We're doing Milli Vanilli. We're actually just mouthing, but these aren't our voices saying these things. We
feel
the pearl clutching was funny from the, I don't know, what do you call it, Maddow crowd, whatever.
Lockheed Libs.
The Lockheed Libs. Because yes, you're just like, oh, what would, so you're saying there is no world, there is no cause, there is nothing that you wouldn't want to make members of the House uncomfortable over? You know what I mean? Also, they were ushered away.
People talk about the French
zip ties.
People talk about the literal French Revolution and put it on a pedestal. But whenever it's here and now, it's not time yet. It's too crazy. You just don't do that. There's decorum. And again, I just want to say on record that I'm not at all aligning with any of the ideologies that were put forth of this group of people. But when do you storm the damn castle is the question I'm posing. Allegedly as a joke, for fun, as a joke. Also,
their concerns. If you were storming the Capitol,
what if you have nothing to lose?
Let's just say we're done funding the genocide, or we're single payer healthcare has to we voted for people who claimed they were going to do some version of it. No one's doing it. We all don't have access to the medicine we need.
My child fell off his bike, broke his spine. We lost his house.
If you started kicking that around on the message boards, the FBI would not have facilitated that. Then the same way they did with
wouldn't give cover
with the Stop the Steal, where they're like, most people were there. There was some mixed ideology as to why they were there. But the main reason and the big thing that got people going was that the election was stolen.
Well, you're exactly right that I think when people are upset about, and I want to be fair to people who are anti-Jan 6, that it was the collusion of the current administration with the Capitol perpetrators.
Yes.
That was not.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They weren't saying per se that no one should ever.
No. There was also an inordinate amount. We talked about sociopath percentage-wise, pedo percentage-wise for the Jan 6 people. What's funny is a lot of these people also that are now going to be able to apply for money in this slush fund to get
I've seen a lot of them
have been convicted afterwards.
Of stuff and beating their wives, of violence. Yeah, of a lot of terrible things.
Yeah, the law. It's
again, this wasn't a
but
great crew.
No.
But I just think about that sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I think about the methods, which also would never like. I think just for
they were empowered though, so you
up.
can't really. I am kind of comparing apples to oranges here.
You are, but I get your point that if the cause was something that should already exist in America, that a lot of other countries from the outside are like, how the fuck do you not have this by now, and you're still just going to work? Like that level of
we need a strike first.
It's like, what's that?
We need a general strike.
The general strike, something that would actually have lasting power. So the lone wolf violence stuff doesn't work. Again, splashy. Regardless
especially if you don't make it into the building.
Yeah, if you're caught on the perimeter, or you just do a mad dash.
Yeah, he's like, I was in the zip code with a firearm. You're like, okay.
They've gotten less ridiculous. Yeah, I was in the bushes, didn't get a shot off. I was running in, didn't get a shot off, and then I was just.
It's getting like further
away. Yeah. This one will. Yeah, the next one will just be like, listen, I didn't get off my beautiful '70s couch.
Yeah, but I heard you on a pod say something, and now we're taking you away.
So it's ballroom time. No, I think that the cause is interesting because that was a cause that was very easy to divide for the mainstream media to be like, these people, they were trying to overthrow the results of an election. That's very easy to go, what the fuck? Versus like, oh, they were trying to get us to stop funding a genocide. Like they were like, our money's not going to go towards this anymore. Whatever the cause was, it of course would still get spun in every which way. But if it was so straightforward, like, you know what I mean? It would just be like, that's not like, or we're not like something against AIs, something that has some teeth to it. Would be like, yeah, it wouldn't have been facilitated. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have reached
I'm gonna
that
go
level.
take.
It wouldn't have
I'm
breached the doors.
allegedly go take a dump inside a data center.
Yeah.
Allegedly as a joke.
Allegedly as a joke. Yeah,
because they will come for me if I go. Did you just see that they're like passing legislation that anti-tech speech is hate speech?
Yeah. Well, the blueprint has been laid out.
I mean,
anti
that's hilarious.
Anti-Zionist,
the land of the free,
speeches.
The land of the brave. What horseshit.
Yeah, I think
we got to do a bushy. Can you tie this into a bushy pushy?
What's that? Bushy pushy
podcast. Oh.
I have one.
You do?
I do.
I was thinking we could do a Patriot Act situation with the what we were just talking about.
Oh, you're right.
No, that's just the segue. You hit me.
This is from People
Hit
magazine.
me with that bush.
Remember how great People magazine used to be? The sexiest man alive.
Sexiest man alive.
The sexiest man dead. The sexiest dead man.
We didn't do our new segment. That reminds. Dead or alive.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go quick. Ready?
Oh no, it's age or alive. Okay.
Wanted. Age or alive.
It should actually be dead or age.
Dead. All right.
Dead
we'll
or
get back to you, Bon
Jovi. he's on the phone.
Okay.
Stray hands over. Go ahead.
I have one for you.
Yeah, you today.
Jon Hamm.
Okay. Jon Hamm? Oh, I thought you were doing a bushy.
Age or dead. Or no, alive or dead.
I thought you were doing a bushy.
I am, but I thought we were doing that first.
Okay, Jon Hamm.
Just because I haven't pulled up on.
Is alive.
Uh-huh.
He's 52, and he's doing pretty well, unfortunately, because I just found out some bad stuff about him.
55. You're close. He's
Damn,
55.
it's because last time I was shooting like way over.
Yep. All right, do you have one for me?
Yeah, that's so I was waiting. I was like, oh, Jon Hamm, bushy. How exciting.
How will this loop back in?
Loopy.
Loop-de-loo.
Okay, I have a really good one.
Something I wanted to do this is a teaser for next time. I wanted to do, I don't know, this definitely doesn't have to be a segment, but it got me really thinking about their past assassination attempts. on other presidents. I just want to, for reference for now, because we're all whipped up into a frenzy with this 0 for 4. But
we're freaking out.
I was curious because there's a few others that I remember being funny and weird. But go ahead.
You're so obsessed with it.
I love it.
Okay, are you ready? This is Dead or Age. You either say they're dead or alive. Or
we need a new song, though, because we can't use Bon Jovi's with that.
But we're doing
Dead or Age.
But we're doing, what's it called? And we're doing Beach Boys.
Yeah.
What's Iron
Butterfly.
Yeah, so I'm saying we're doing.
No, I just saying that song doesn't work without Alive. I'm sorry. But go on.
Oh, that's your issue.
Yes, it can't
I thought
be
you were like.
Alive is part of this. It's like, it could just be dead or alive, age or alive.
No, age or alive.
Anyway,
because age, if they're alive, you say the age. If they're dead, you say they're dead. So it's dead or age.
All right, but it just doesn't work then.
No,
anymore.
I hear you. It's not good. It's not good.
The
Hey,
other two are.
You know what?
Flawless.
Our podcast is a big sloppy mess, and it's in the title. So
who am I
my
guessing?
dick, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi. Alive.
Ding, ding, ding.
The View.
She passed this morning.
Unless it's a mask. Unless
she passed this morning.
Someone else has been.
She's no longer with us.
Posing as Whoopi.
Whoopi did.
Whoopi did it.
No, I said Whoopi's dead.
Oh, Whoopi's dead. Did she really die today?
Yeah, she died this morning.
No, you're doing Whoopi Goldberg dead it.
It's because I couldn't say. I know. I was about to say the age.
I'm gonna say.
Dig deep and think.
I am.
Zoom in, but then also zoom out.
Yes.
Think.
I'm gonna say Whoopi Goldberg is 71.
Final answer?
Final answer.
She's 70.
70. Why did I add the 1 to be a fucking hot shot?
Yeah, 70 was too
when's her birthday?
clean. Nobody's 70.
When's her birthday?
November 13th.
Whoa.
Scorpion Queen.
Scorpion Queen. So she is 70 and a half. So technically, I could have been. No.
We're not. No, we're not.
How close was I? I was closer than I was further.
I don't think.
I was close, and then I ran. No, but that was good. I knew she's a boomer.
But you went over, so you lost. And I was under. No, I was.
No, we're not doing this. Ain't no prices, right?
Yeah, it is. I won.
We're playing with people's lives here.
When the ham fits, you must.
You must acquit, and they did.
You must. They acquitted. They acquitted him.
They acquitted. So,
can I have my bushy pushy? I'm hungry for a bush fact.
Here you go. This is People Magazine now. The headline is George W. Bush has the perfect gift for Michelle Obama when he attends Obama Center opening.
Can I guess?
Yeah, hold on. Yes, you can definitely guess. The living former president. So this is Obama's center opening in Chicago. Obama's Jerk Fest in Chicago as the city of Chicago continues to struggle. Here in comes the center, the presidential
Yeah, they're going to let like one kid play on that court too.
So Jenna, as we've talked many times from the Today Show.
Jenna Bush Hager,
one of our favorite Today Show hosts. Top 10.
No, I'm a Hoda head.
She interviewed Obama for a special segment about the center.
Right.
This was recently. This was a couple days ago or something. And she noted that blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway. He then said, "What your dad bringing a gift for Michelle?" And then it was revealed as to what it was. What do you think it was?
Gum.
Oh, you're close.
It's candy.
Without going over it. Well, it's the Altoids. Because of their cutesy little.
They always give each other.
Yeah, there was the McCain's funeral. So he's bringing her a case of Altoids.
I bet they all have a little drop of LSD.
I mean, that
don't you think at McCain's funeral they were all
tripping balls?
Yeah,
probably.
That's
except for
Megan.
Megan had to be the stick in that acid mud.
I freaking hate Megan.
She really stinks.
Remember when she was like, "They're coming to kill me," and Kristen Bartlett was like, "We live in the same building. You're fine."
Yes.
On Twitter, that was so
what was that?
funny.
That was during the
something.
Yeah.
Some uprising that didn't happen.
That's right.
It's like when we moved to Portland and everyone on the East Coast was like, it's on fire.
Yeah. My
The
uncle was
anarchists
like, I'll
are...
see you on the front lines.
Yeah. I was like, sir, you can't stand.
You can't stand, but you've got a lot of big guns.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You don't need to stand as long as someone will wheel you in to action.
Take me to my gun room.
Yeah, that's just funny. So she gave him an Altoid during that funeral, and that was caught on. I mean, they're buddies. You know what I mean? We've talked about this before.
Why wouldn't they be? It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
That's the truth.
George Carlin. Yeah.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
So we'll come up with another. That's our pushy, so you know that we're not. We didn't even explain the segments this time. This is extra sloppy. Headlines,
pretty self-explanatory. Errata, what did we fuck up in the last step? We're going to make it right. Bushy Pushy is where... Wasn't there another one we did? Oh, Dead or Alive?
Mm-hmm.
Dead or Age is where we tell each other a celeb, and we have to say whether they're dead or alive, and if they're alive, we guess their age.
That's right.
Then Bushy Pushy is where our promise to you, our dear listener, of which there are many, our guarantee that we're not artificial intelligence, that we're always going to come at you with a Bush Dynasty fact.
That's true.
AI could never.
AI could never.
We're training them.
We've done it. Remember when I was like all the Sam Altman heads out there? His fan club?
Yeah, I'm like, I've never.
That's not a thing.
I think he's charismatic and he's pretty good at fundraising.
What?
No, I'm saying like early on how he kept like selling like snake oil.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's like a fan.
No.
Anyone who's actually spent time with him, according to Ronan Farrow's piece in the New Yorker, is like, ugh.
Yes.
I don't trust that guy. He's slimy.
Well,
I think he's deaf-a-soch.
One of the great, yes. I mean, yes.
100%.
100%, yes. I think, and I don't think he hides it. Like really, I don't even think he tries to hide it. When he's really asked,
like, you're
the bigger
drinking too much
questions,
water.
That Tucker interview, one of the great the Cronkite.
Tucker's like, you killed your friend, right? That was actually a great Tucker moment. Hate to say it, but it was. Sue me. Please don't sue me. I have no money. All right.
Well, we're about to have a lot of money because we'll apply to the slush fund. And
Can we do it now that we've said it? We'd have to
must.
pull this episode probably.
We're gonna really do it.
Well, it's true though. We were trying to be there.
We were trying to be there and we couldn't be there.
I want to be where the people are. I want to climb.
Want to climb the fences.
I want to wear, what do they call it? A Viking helmet. Up where they shit into a
the
desk.
Up where Pelosi runs through the
halls. Wandering
free.
On meth.
Shooting Capitol Police.
Police.
Part of Gen 6.
Part of Gen 6.